What's good, everybody, man? It's your boy, Tony Real
Hello.
the God. All right, coming back at you with another show. I'm glad everybody could make it. All of my guests made it. Everybody's here. So, everybody introduce yourselves.
Demo to God.
Tune Time from Tune Time Late Show in the building.
I'm a red.
I don't hear nobody else.
Okay, so we got Red. Where Azrael go?
Red can barely hear you, Red.
That's why I said I didn't hear her.
Unmute yourself, Red.
It's been late. It's my late ass talk. I'm sorry. But I'm here. Can you hear me?
Let me see, brother Azrael. Not. Oh, he ain't ready yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you guys now. I got my
Everybody
audio
can hear
back.
each other.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Okay. So we'll be talking about and going in on a topic today. And this topic is about mental health in general. Okay. Whether you're dealing with a family member or a friend or someone that you know that may be dealing with mental health, this panel is for that, and this panel is for you. And we're going to be discussing this today. And because a lot of people don't even realize that mental health is a very serious condition. All right. So y'all already know what I got to do, though, man. You know, YouTube got to get theirs. So we'll be back in 30 seconds. Welcome to the show. Welcome back. We are back. All right. And we have panel for y'all. Of course, y'all know Jay God. Y'all know Brother Azrael, the Bay. And also, y'all remember Sister Reds from the last show when she did the individual show. I mean, hey, she did good. People been talking about that show, Sister Red, and none other than Tune Time, which is a guest that y'all did not know. But hey, she's a new guest and she's here today. So y'all be looking out because I'll be going to her show next, pretty soon. So Tune Time Late Show. So mental health, how serious is it? You know, is it something that you play with, or is it something that you take at a personal standard that you know that could possibly help that person? Do we just say mental health is just a ridiculous notion, or do we say that it's just something that people got to deal with on their own? No support. How do we approach mental health if we don't even know exactly how it affects us and everyone else around us? And also, we're going to talk about how it can affect you in a very, very supportive way as well. Okay, so let's talk about mental health. J-Mo, I'll let you go first. You know, let's talk about mental health, brother. What do you think as far as mental health, man? What can you tell us, brother?
Well, mental health, especially in today's society, has become pretty much the pandemic before the pandemic. A lot of people out here are running around undiagnosed. And when you deal with people who have mental health issues, you have to be very sensitive on how you approach them, how you interact with them. They have a tendency to be hyper on a lot of things. It's all about balance. In the Black community, I don't really think it matters in what ethnicity. There's always going to be some type of mental health dealing with family, friends, and loved ones. I think we have to address that, and we're going to be talking about that as a panel today. So I'm going to save more or less my information for when we get into the meat of the subject. But just to say this, when you deal with mental health, remember that when you deal with someone's mind, all it takes is a sentence or two to change everything in their whole perspective. So I'll end off with that.
I agree.
All right, brother. I appreciate that. So let me tell y'all something. So I want y'all to go ahead and just and talk about the topic because I'm getting kickback over here. So this is what I want y'all to do. Go ahead and we'll go around the room, and I want to give each person a chance to speak on the topic. Okay, y'all know usually I chime in, but because I'm having difficulty over here, I'm going to let y'all just talk about it, and and I'm going to hear what I can hear. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, brother Ezra, he's back. I want to go ahead and let him speak on that. Okay. So, tune time. I usually let the new guests, have the new guests go last because
Hey, I'm with it. I'm
guests.
with it. Yes,
So yeah,
yes. I
yeah.
follow
So,
suit.
Azrael, brother Azrael,
Yes,
what can
sir.
you tell us, brother,
Right.
about mental health? What can we learn from it, brother?
I mean, there's a lot of things that you can learn from mental health. And one of the main things that you can do is find out where does it start from, where does it stem from, and it starts in the childhood. And as we look at our culture in particular, as being Black African American, or whatever we want to classify ourselves as our fathers and our mothers, how they talk to us, man. I've seen the verbal abuse, on children, and they can't process that stuff, and their personalities off whack. They have a oppressive personality, as they are talked down to condescendingly and viciously, due to a standard, a religious uphold of some type of law that not even the parent themselves even fully completed themselves. And I believe that, as I consider mental health, it's a catastrophic thing. And yes, the ramifications is not just exclusive to just to be problematic. It can also be a good thing if you work on yourself and you have that support network of healthy communication within the family unit, and also other outside sources that are outside of your home. But that's what I think about when I think about mental health, and it start at a young age. And these things go undiagnosed. These things go swept sort of like under the bus, and as children and growing up, we start to react in our adolescence phases. This is where all this stuff comes out at, because things haven't properly been distributed correctly from a communication perspective. But my brother, that's my take on it. I think that it starts at the home, and then the child goes out and duplicates themselves, and perpetuates that sort of processing skills and understanding to their children, and here we are. This is what I got to say about the mental health. Yeah.
All right, brother. Thank you for that. I'm getting so much kickback, and like the lapping over and the talking is just overwhelming. So I can hear y'all, and I can hear some of what everyone is saying, but as long as y'all can hear me on that side and hear you and hear everybody else other than me, that's what matters, because the people need the information. So I'm going to carry the show, in a different manner. So I'm going to let y'all do the talking, because I can't get everything y'all saying to be able to go back and forth with you. So I'm gonna let y'all talk. So Mama Red, what can you tell us, sister, about mental health? How serious is it for you, sister?
Okay, for that, I want to say this. There are local community service boards for you. If you're looking for assistance, that can help you with whether it's your mental health or your substance abuse, there is a community service board near you. I do want to say that, and that has to be explained.
We
And,
can't see you, sister. We can't see you.
all
We can't see you. It's very dark.
right, hold,
We'll be
hold
able to
on,
see
hold
you.
on. I got you. I got you. I told you that a cat. I'm doing like a cat thing. But no, for
Okay. Well,
now,
sister, hold on. Sister Red, when you get okay, look, listen to me, Sister Red.
it was
So
not
when you get
intentionally done.
somewhere where we can see you, yeah, I'll come back to you, okay?
I
So
got
for
you. I
right
got
now,
you.
I'm gonna move on to the
I got you.
next person,
2 minutes.
and I want you to you know, because we can't see you, and then there's a lot of things going on. Okay, so Sister Tune, what do you think about mental health, sister? What can you tell us? What can you teach us?
I can't. Only thing I can say about mental health is if you know you have a mental issue, and I don't know if you do know it, but if you see any type of signs, seek help. A lot of times we look for people to give us the answers when we're needing medical attention. So I mean, I'm really not as good far as people with mental issues because I'm raw and uncut, brutally honest. And like the brother said, most mental illness people are very sensitive, and then you'll end up saying something that may send them off of the deep end. So it is best to get help in the medical field as opposed to stop trying to go and talk to auntie or mama now. You have to seek the attention that is needed because most of the time when you seeking attention from those people or those sources, they're going to tell you the wrong thing and you're going to misinterpret it. So my advice to the mental health generation is to seek help at this time.
Okay. All right. So at this time, I want everyone to pretty much, we're going to, can everyone hear me good?
Yes, no echo or anything.
Okay, good.
That's
So at
fine.
this time, I want everyone to pretty much, I want you to pretty much just go around the room and do a small deliberation. And well, let's just say, just deliberate on mental health. So I can fix what's going on my end. So, you know what I'm saying? So just carry yourselves. I already know you're gonna carry yourselves very intellectually and intelligent, very respectfully. So go ahead and go around the room and just deliberate, and I'll be back. I will be back. So deliberate, and I'll be back.
Okay. Um,
I want to start off. Listen, for everyone that's having mental health issues, there is a community service board in your area. It's called CSB. They do drug rehab. They also do mental health. So check that out in your local area.
Also, you can dial 211 on your cell phone, and they will also direct you to several places where you can seek attention. Um, all I can say is that I've ran into a lot of mental issue having people lately, and it's just allowing me to learn how to deal with the person on a more sensitive type level, to where I am brutally honest. I am unorthodox, but because they have an issue, I will consider that what I say or how I say it to them could possibly affect them. So, as a person who are not struggling with mental issues, I also have to make sure that I am speaking to the people correctly, in a manner that they can understand and in a manner that they won't feel uh, less than of what I say. So all I can say is seek help, people, please.
well, I guess there's so many facets to take on with that. I mean, you have depression, you have anxiety, people have anxiety disorders, PTSD, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder. There's so many different levels too. And
Okay,
what I say when it deals with the human mind,
that sounds good.
it's a very complex thing. You have to approach it. Everybody's different. Like, say, for instance, depression, right? A lot of people associate people having depression with them being crazy, and that's not the case. Depression is just what that is. You're depressed, meaning you're sad. You're sad all the time, and you don't know how to get out of that. Some people have been traumatized early in life, as in their childhood, as Brother Asriel said. Then you have people that had traumatization that happened later on in life. Maybe they had a bad relationship or a loss of a loved one that they've grown up with, like a grandfather that raised them or something like that. And that's the only family that they had, and then they pass. Then all of a sudden the world becomes foreign to them. They don't know how to operate in society. So, and then and I hate to even mention this, then you have the child abuse part of it, meaning the sexual abuse as well. And that's another aspect that a lot of us really don't want to talk about. A lot of people have been sexually abused as children, and they carry that burden all the way into their adulthood. And then they become damaged, and they damage people along the way. So I don't want to dominate the conversation too much. I want my brother Israel to chime in, but I just wanted to put those elements out there that when you're dealing with mental
That's a
health,
good
all these
direction.
things come into play.
Still good direction.
Well said. Well said.
Thank you.
Okay, hold on a second, y'all.
Yeah,
Hold on a second, Brother Asriel. Can everyone hear me?
Yes. We hear you over there smacking too, Big Tony. We know your ass over there trying to eat a plate talking about you having technical difficulties. Your ass ain't having no technical difficulties.
No, man. I had to check on the food, man. I told y'all I'm cooking and doing this shit.
Yeah, I bet you is.
I can think you gotta eat too. What the fuck?
I had something stuck in my mouth trying to chew. So everybody can hear me good. Okay, so my problem was this, y'all. Okay, my problem was it was happening on my end with the echo, and what my problem was is, once again, the data, the bandwidth. It was taking on too much, and I had checked my CPU, and it was taking on too much, so I had to close out some stuff and restart some stuff, and then restart the entire computer and the monitor. And I know y'all probably like, well, why we was still live? That's because that's the magic of StreamYard. That's the magic of StreamYard. This whole computer was just off just now, completely off. I had to restart everything, and y'all was still live at the same time. So that's the magic of StreamYard. So now I can interact with y'all and hear y'all one at a time. So we good, y'all. Let's get it. But y'all go ahead and finish doing what y'all was. Y'all go ahead and finish, and then I'll come back in and ask some questions. Go ahead, y'all.
Yeah, I would say.
I mean, I don't really think there's too much to piggyback on. As it relates to what everybody on the panel has mentioned about mental health. When you personally go through this type of thing, it hits different. It's not hearsay to a person that's been through it. That's been through psychiatrists, that suicide watch, being in straitjackets. Being felt abandoned by your parents. Because they were inadequate. Of being able to sufficiently understand where you're coming from, and because they have neglected the child in them, they expedite the responsibility of a 6-year-old to a 16-year-old, and we all process and we all learn different. And so, I guess it solidifies what I said from the beginning. This shit starts at home. I don't care what nobody say. You know what I mean? And if you don't know what you're looking at, and it's right there in front of you, and you can't discern what's going on, you have underlying conditions, and you have unresolved hurt issues and needs that carry on into adulthood, into elderly age. And if you've been treated like shit, it's going to be reciprocated to anybody else. I'm a very brutal man, but I have learned to finesse and to become a master of words because who I speak about is myself. And this was personal. So this here is personal. This is not hearsay of me trying to give encouragement to somebody, you know what I'm saying, that I don't know what I'm talking about. You know, I know what mental health is. You know, my stepmom was a social worker out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I will share these things because the Bible says we're overcome by our testimonies. And so, as it relates to mental health, being on medications, being in straight jackets, you know, being able to speak truth and you're crazy. This is, I've been there. I've been there. This is one facet of Azrael Yehuda Bey. So this is a very serious reason. If it hit me, and it was because I was way ahead of my parents, high energy, ADHD, right? Bipolar, right? No schizophrenia or anything like that, but all these other things, these learning disabilities, and Cylert and Ritalin and Adderall and all these other prescriptions that are out nowadays, you know, and I think there's something else that's going on. You know, this is, you know, at the end of the day, self-work is what I did, you know, for my own personal thing, self-work. And I literally built myself. So there's nobody that can tell me about mental health and the importance that it is to be able to do this yourself, because there's only so far that psychiatrists can go. Let's be very clear about that. There's only so far that Western medicine can go through. Let's be very clear about that. You have to do your own self work, even if you have mental issues. You still have to do your self work, unless you have severe. I'm talking about severe mental retardation. That's a different case. And so that's what I wanted to say about that. I'm very interested myself personally on where this is all going to go to. And hey, I'm ready to get it.
Okay. Appreciate that, brother. And, you know, it is serious like that. You know, I think we all need to,
Oh, yeah.
Most people need to take it
Oh, yeah.
very serious. You know, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, you know.
Yeah, because sometimes people be making me think I got bipolar or something. Because look.
But you have to understand.
Okay.
You have to understand. You have to understand.
Hold on a second, everybody. One moment. So I think that we all, like I said, most of us should take it seriously. You know, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, you know what I'm saying, epilepsy, you know what I mean, autism. You know, we all need to take this into consideration. Now, earlier, you know, I was kind of smiling and laughing, but it wasn't what you were saying, brother Azrael. It's because Miss Leroy. Does everyone remember Miss Leroy? J-Mo, you remember Miss Leroy? Azrael, you remember?
Yeah, I remember Leroy. Yeah.
She's in the comments.
I got a whole going up there saying that. I need to come on, Tony.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I put it on the screen. It was, you know, she was like, I want to come on the scene with everybody, and she's like, I need to be on there live, Tony. And then she like, Tony, and then she like send me the link. Wait a second. Miss Leroy, you're not a guest on the show. You're not a guest today. You know what I mean? I believe, look, this is what I want to do, Miss Leroy, if you're still watching.
There is
okay. At the end of the show, I will bring you on, okay, to talk to the panel and to ask some questions. How does that sound? All right. And I'll wait for your comment. Okay. So, yeah, so mental health is very serious, man. And you know what I don't like about how some
there's a difference.
Hold on a second, Red. So you know what I don't like about is when you have people that don't take it serious, and you have people that, you know, talk about the people that are having a mental condition. All right.
Let me speak
talk about it back. You say what?
Let me speak on that part, because, you know, I have encountered mental illness, depression at a young age, at 14, right? And the way I dealt with it, I love my music and I crack a joke. You know, I laugh it off, because if you allow that stuff to stick with you, that's what depression is. You are suppressing an emotion. That's what depression is. And so it taught me, going through therapy and everything, to let it out in a song, let it out in a joke if you need to. So a lot of times people will think that I don't take it seriously, but that is my mechanism of coping with things. I'm gonna make a joke. And I try not to be making really, hard joke. Cut the microwave on. A really hard joke on that situation, but I will find the humor in everything. And then that will sometimes make them think, oh, she don't take it seriously. But I do. What I'm doing is making sure that I get that emotion out. So I won't suppress it so I won't be depressed. So that's what I think depression is, not dealing with your emotion right then and there. And I'm also a person, I'm going to handle it. I ain't finna let it linger on. If it do linger on, I'm going to come back, try to catch it again so we can handle it right there. Because when you allow that stuff to linger on and ride your spirit down or your heart down so heavy, that's also what caused you to be depressed. So I just want
Okay.
y'all to think I'm not being serious because I find the humor in everything.
I said there's two reasons why people suffer from depression. I myself have been through depression a couple times in my life. My mother suffers from depression and anxiety. So does my aunt. And what I've concluded was that there's two main reasons why people suffer from depression. One is because of unresolved issues. Two,
Mhm.
someone did something to them and they never got a closure for it. They never got that I'm sorry. You'd be surprised how strong those two words are to somebody when you just simply say, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
And
that's
mean
true.
it. Because that now removes the weight off of your shoulders and puts it on someone else's. So I I've dealt with that with my own mother. Our relationship has now been strained for years now, and this is being honest. So I know it hit, when we speak on things like this hits home for me as well. So it's very easy for me to
Mhm.
talk about things like this.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm not as severe as a lot of cases, meaning that, like Azrael said, I've never been hospitalized or quite anything like that.
Mhm.
But for me, in certain relationships, in certain situations, that has put me in a position to wear you down. And like Tim Time said, it will wear you down spiritually. And that's the last thing that you really want someone to do is to come into your life and bring your energy down, your spirit down. Because
Mhm.
just like that, it's toxic.
Yes.
And I know that a lot of people that suffer from mental health issues, a lot of them it's out of their control mentally. They can't control how they feel and what they do and how they react. Um, so that's why I tell people if you're in a relationship with someone that has mental health issues,
Mama Red, can you mute yourself for a minute?
yeah, yeah, if you're in a relationship with someone who has mental health issues, that in itself can be
Mhm.
literally backbreaking. You love this person and
Come
you
on.
invested your emotions and time and energy and you love this person and you want to make them better. There's something inside of us that wants other people to recognize that we love them. So that's the reason why we show emotions and expressions, to show them that yes, we love you, we care. And a lot of people that suffer from depression never got that. They never got that I love you and I care. And they carry that and carry it and carry it. You go into personal relationships, you carry that as well. And then they bring their issues onto you, and then you have your issues, and then you put them together, and now you got to sandwich your issues. So just say it like this. I don't, like I said, I don't want to dominate it too much, but I will send my part by saying this. Just be careful how you approach people, especially that have severe mental health issues like bipolar and schizophrenia. Because when you're dealing with that level, now you're dealing with, like how Teen Time say, you're dealing with like suicidal issues. And that's a burden that I'm sure that a lot of us don't want to carry in our life. You don't want to carry someone else's soul on your back, knowing that you could have said or done something to change that. So just be careful.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to say something?
I
Yeah. Well,
totally agree. Go ahead.
There is a difference between being schizophrenic. There is a difference between being borderline personality disorder
bipolar.
and bipolar.
Mm-hmm.
Those three
Mm-hmm.
things can get misconstrued. It truly can. It truly, truly can. Um, if we're going to be
Yeah.
honest, I'm doing it. I am borderline personality disorder. I am not schizophrenic. Been scarred my whole life, and so with that disability, it's hard for even doctors to diagnose it. And so if you're not, you have to be not doing drugs, not doing alcohol, blah 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 blah, for them to actually say this is what you have. But those three things actually can get misconstrued. Um, and it's important that you know the difference. And also, even if you have family members and friends that's going through those things, depression, things like that, just have their back. You might not have to understand what they're going through. You don't have to understand what they're going through. Just have their back. If you love them, if you mess with them, you have love for them, have their back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, JMO,
Okay.
as you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, everyone, what do you say to someone that has, that feels they're just fed up with a person with a mental, imbalance? I don't want to deal with nobody like that. I don't want to take care of you no more. What do you say about a person that just no longer wants to deal with mental imbalance as far as mental
You
health?
saying as far as the person that's dealing with the mental illness
Of course.
person, or the person that's
The
mental
person
ill?
that's dealing with the person with mental illness. What do you
Oh,
say to a person that just no longer want to deal with mental imbalance?
okay. Well, a lot is required when you have to deal with a mental illness person. That's why I say don't try to take that on. That is where they need medical attention. And if you are dealing with someone who has a mental issue, you also need therapy. You need therapy for dealing with these different type of personalities, the stresses of having to rearrange everything to suit this mental illness person. So, and I'm a promoter for therapy myself. I'm just with dealing with the emotion right then and there. So I think even if you're dealing with a mental issue person, you still need therapy yourself, because that's stress within itself.
Okay. So, and you know what? And I do encourage those that are dealing with anyone with mental illness to also seek counseling to get you through that. Okay. Now, and we all know that mental health is, I think it's like maybe the most serious thing, because you never know who you have in charge that could be mentally ill. You know what I mean? As far as we know, the president of the United States is mentally fucking ill. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And he running the country. You know what I'm saying? That's dangerous. And then he don't even remember what he said and did 5 minutes ago. That's dangerous. Okay, that's dangerous. A motherfucker be like, "Hey, you said this 5 minutes ago. You said you was gonna go nuke the hell out of us." You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to
You don't
the
remember.
president of the United States. I think
Oh,
every
hell
president
no. We ain't
in the
shout. No,
United
no,
States
no.
was a
Hell
good
no. We are not
president.
now to time. Fuck that. We are
I'm
not
just
shouting
saying.
out. We are not shouting out that piece of
For
shit.
your page
No, no,
purposes, if I were
no.
you, just shout out to all the presidents that were over the United States. The United
Not
States
his
is the
ass.
shit.
No.
Okay.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
First
no,
of
it's
all,
not.
we ain't
Nobody-
shouting out to
nobody-
all of them because all of them
nobody
pretty
be
good.
cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it like this. You know, you representing these damn white collar rednecks. I'm gonna say it like this.
Oh, my God.
Fuck George Washington.
Oh
Fuck
Lord.
George Bush. I'm gonna say
Oh Lord.
fuck Joe Biden. Okay, fuck the son Bush. All right, and just a little bit, because you know, just a little bit. Fuck Bill Clinton, just a little bit though, because you know he did do some good
And
things.
fuck, and fuck Barack Obama too. He ain't do
Yeah,
shit.
fuck him too.
Yep.
And fuck
Oh, yeah.
Hillary Clinton, even though she wasn't president. You know what I'm saying? But you know who I do fuck with? Donald Trump. What's up, Nick? What's up, Nick? You know what I mean? Don't get back in there. Don't get back in there so we can fuck their ass up so you can start going after those elites again. Because they was hating on you, boy. They was hating on you. You was tearing their ass up. Yes, but
And you don't think he had mental illness?
Hell yeah, he had mental illness, but that nigga meant
That's okay. That's all right. We all got it in some form of fashion, we would admit it or not.
Yeah, that is true.
Right, there you go. Yeah.
We all do have a mental illness inside. That's a good point to point out, so they'll know that they're not alone. We all have this issue. Some just can control it better than others. So, you know, we know how to cope and, you know, use different type of mechanisms to get us through it. And some just sit there in it. So I just encourage everybody to get medical attention. Because if you come to Tune Time, man, look, Tune Time have sent people to the crazy house. Okay, listening to me, because I'm gonna give it to you raw and uncut. You know, I ain't gonna hold no guns on it, and so you probably want to go to a therapist for coming to Tune Time. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this here, Tune Time. Ain't nothing left you can do to this damn mind over here. Nothing left you can do to this. You hear what I just look? Even if I was on your show, you was like, "Oh, get all praise." I'm like, "Tune Time, look, I know it's your show, but fuck all the motherfuckers." No, we ain't fucking with him like that. Especially Joe. What we gonna call? We gonna call him Joe Hiding because he loves to hide and shit. He only come out when he feeling good. You know what I'm saying? When his head not hurting, we ain't got a headache, or when the fuck he can remember, because he got tags all over his mirror. So when you look in the mirror, oh, this is for today. This is for yesterday. The motherfucker can't remember shit. Fuck Joe Biden. How about that? Fuck him and fuck the Democratic Party. So, damn right. And salute to the Republican Party, because you motherfuckers be about that cash and about family and about building up shit so that we can all, you know what I'm saying, have some money. But the Democrats like, nah, fuck that shit. Let's give them this much money, but we're gonna take the rest of this shit, and then all them motherfuckers gotta work that 9 to 5 so you can get them that $7.50 an hour. But we win on that. But we'll do that for another show.
That should have been the topic. That should have been the topic.
Okay, so
don't worry, we'll cover that too.
Yeah, we gonna get it. Yeah, we gonna go in. We gonna get it. Yeah, we gonna get that.
So before we continue, if anyone would like to be a guest on the show, man, email me at TonyReal0044 at gmail.com, or live stream or a phone stream. Okay, all right. And also be sure you download
Mama Red.
Red, mute yourself. Red, mute yourself. Red.
Yeah.
Red, mute yourself. Mute yourself. Red, is that a cat?
Yeah, she said she had.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm hearing my daughter.
Yeah.
Okay, so also be sure to download the Bigo app, all right, and follow Tune Time, Brother J Mo the God, and Brother Azrael, all right, and Sister Mama Reds, all right. Be sure that everyone does that. Y'all take care of that, man. Y'all do that. Download the app and follow. And also follow your boy Tony Real the God. I'm on there too. You know what I mean? I'm more raw on there than I am on here, just to let y'all know.
That's a fact.
That's I know I let more loose on there than on here, y'all. You know, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, but you look. I always say, don't come Don't come to the panel, whether it's mine or J Mo's, Tune Times, Andrew. Don't come in there with your feelings on your shoulders. I'm gonna tell you that now. Don't do that. We may look
and
like
don't come
we
in
may
there
look
with
like
your
pussy.
little voodoo sticks either, because that shit ain't gonna work.
Yeah, man.
Okay, that is not gonna work. Okay.
Fuck y'all spellcasters too.
Okay.
All you spellcasters. Fuck y'all spellcasters and shit.
You see your James?
Coming on my page, I've been jinxing me and shit. What the fuck wrong with y'all, man?
Right.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone and let me live. How about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
We did have a spellcaster. I was imitating his voice, and I had sound just like that motherfucker.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Jim was like, "Oh, that's
Right.
That shit was
It was so funny. I couldn't help but play around with it. It was too funny. I kept every time I do would talk, I would laugh. Like his voice was so annoying and just funny as hell, man. I was like, "Oh, please shut up, man. Please shut up." But also, if you would like to make a donation today to the channel to support the channel, you can do that. # Big Tony Man. It is up to you. Okay, you know what I'm saying. So ain't nobody asking for it. I'm saying if you would like to donate to support the channel, all right, that's up to you. That's your damn money, not mine. All right. Also, I want to throw this up here, man. Follow Natalie's Home Cooked Meals on Facebook. I had to do it. Even if she wasn't on here, I was going to promote it. Make sure y'all go to Facebook right now and follow Natalie's Home Cooked Meals on Facebook. All right. This sister is cooking, and she, you know what I'm saying, I hope she's getting ready for her road trip so she can bring me my damn plate. We ain't trying to, we ain't trying to waste time here. You know what I mean? I'm waiting on that plate patiently. I don't care if you got to catch a plane or drive, whatever you got to do. Make sure, just surprise me. Don't ask me what I want. Just surprise me and just bring the plate. Okay? All right? And make sure that when you download the Bigo app, make sure y'all hit up J-Mo's panel, man. J-Mo should be lit, man. It's like TV. I laugh so goddamn much on his panel. Look here. I have to literally mute myself, people. I have to literally mute myself because I laugh so damn hard and so long. I gotta mute myself. And then plus the shit that J-Mo be saying be fun as fuck. Like, stop doing that shit, man. Like, stop it. I'm trying to stop laughing so I can go ahead and keep talking, but he'll say some shit and it be funny as fuck. And then Tune Time will say some shit and it be funny as fuck. I was like, God damn. I was like, okay, I can't stop laughing. Then after if he on there, he'll say some off shit and I be laughing. I'm like, God damn it. I say, okay, I'm gonna die laughing on this damn panel. You know what I'm saying? But it be true, y'all. It be facts. It be facts. So be sure that y'all do follow Natalie's Home Cooked Meals on Facebook. Follow Brother J-Mo the God on Bigo, Tune Time, Mama Reds, Brother Azrael, and your boy Tony Real the God, man. Be sure that y'all do that, man. All right, do it today.
Also, subscribe to Sandra Griggs on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I will be in the Mississippi area. So if you need a ride, you can check out Tune Time Transportation. If you want to get there on time, call Tune Time. And my number is 931-279-3259. That's right. If you want to get there on time, call Tune Time Transportation.
Okay. All right. Well. Just help yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Shameless plug.
I see. I see. We're gonna have to give me a gavel for Tune Time. You know what I'm saying? Or in the court, goddammit. So yeah, I hope y'all got all that. Make sure y'all follow Tune Time and check her out on YouTube, man. She all right, you know what I'm saying? She is a talented sister, man. She's a talented sister. All right. So let's continue on the topic. I know y'all ready. Right here in the comments, I have right here, Brother Seven. Welcome, Brother Seven. How you doing, brother? Says we have to own our craziness or craziness.
Shout out to the homie Sam, yo.
And
much love, Seven.
Ms. Leroy says she's not emailing nothing.
So you already know her.
Oh, she already in her bag, man. She already in her feelings. Come on now, knock it off.
And then she says she's mad at me. Okay, so you mad at me, Mr. Okay.
Oh, yeah, don't be upset.
Yeah, I don't know who this is. Somebody named Iraq. Talking about, do you like my picture? Osama bin Laden. Oh, the
One of
picture
the big
of
old
YouTube.
trolls, man. We got
Yeah.
big old trolls
Yeah,
over here
either the
now,
big
man.
old troll, either it's a big
What
old
the fuck?
troll or it's a YouTube troll.
Either
One
way,
of the
it's a
two.
troll.
That means I'm doing something right for somebody to come and troll my ass on my YouTube now. They
Yes,
already do
Tony.
it on
Yes.
Vigo. So yeah. We are making some noise.
You know, you got some heavy hitters over here on your panel. Don't get it twisted now.
Yeah. You say always abundant when we are in the building. That's right, Seven. That's right, brother.
Yes,
That
yes.
is right. I'm trying to see where Brother Azrael go. Okay. So let's continue on with mental health. All right, Brother Azrael, if you can hear me, brother, come on back, brother. I saw you come in and go back out. You must be having technical issues. Oh, now Mama Red. Oh no, well, now tune time and flip that. So back on mental health, man. What else? You know what I'm saying? What can we what can we learn, you know what I'm saying, from mental health when there's so many different symptoms? How can we recognize the actual symptoms from the mental health conditions? What can we learn from it after we recognize it?
I think the key is paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
I think the key is also to your approach when you're dealing with, depending on the level of the relationship you have with the mental patient, depending on whether it's family, friend, loved one, however, your approach is so key because all it takes is one sentence, one word to set them off. And as I mentioned previously, you don't want that on your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
So when you talk to them, make sure that try your best to make them understand that it's not their fault. First off. Second, if you're going to deal with someone that has mental health issues, make sure you see it through to the end.
Mm-hmm.
The last thing they need is someone that's in their corner and then bails out in the middle. That will certainly set them on a whole different direction.
Yes, it would.
So
okay. So if Tune Time and Brother Azrael, if y'all are still watching, go ahead and just use that same link that I sent you to come back in. I'm waiting on y'all to come back in here. So, but yeah, you're right, man. We do need to be careful. We do.
Yeah.
Because, if anyone with a mental health condition, I tell you the truth, man, I think we all have fucking mental health conditions.
Here's the thing. No,
go ahead,
you're
Red.
being funny. I guess you're being funny, but the thing is, like, look.
Who's being funny? Wait a minute, hold on. Who's being funny? Who's being funny, Red?
No, I'm joking around, but at the same time, we all have problems,
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And the sad part is, a lot of people don't realize they got problems just like the rest of everybody else does. So, but they don't realize what their issues are. And that's the sad part about everything. There's so many people that have issues and don't know what their issues are. They're quick to point that finger to, like we talked about earlier, like point that finger and put that finger against them because they don't know what their issues are. But it happens,
Then you also have to think about the medical side of it. Okay. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone that went to a psychiatrist or a psychologist and didn't find anything wrong with them. Their job is to find something wrong with you, to prescribe you medication. So depending on the person, because you got to take it to a few things in account. You have to take it hereditary. Sometimes, genetics, environment. All these things play a factor in your mental health. One thing falls out of balance, surely the rest will go. So when I say that people out here that suffer from mental illness, when you're dealing with them, just make sure that you always keep in mind that they are loved, that they are appreciated, that they don't have to go through this alone. Make sure you be as supportive as you can, because we only have one life here on this planet. And the last thing you really want to do is go through it alone and sad and depressed. People every day, I don't know what the numbers are, but I know that the suicide rate actually shot up, and it's even amongst higher with veterans. And I'm a veteran. So, and I look at it understandably. People that have different levels of mental issues, look at that bipolar disorder. That's just another word for manic depressant. What they would call back in the day. They would call manic depressant, now is bipolar disorder, meaning that you've lost your balance. Bipolar, meaning you leaning from one side, either you're very sad or you're very happy. There's nowhere in the middle. And I stress that all the time on my panel. You have to keep balance, no matter what it is. If you don't have that balance in your life, you will fall over. And not everybody's so fast to get back up. So
Right. You are right about that. Not everybody's fast to, what I'm saying, to get back on their feet. Is that what you said, right? Because people was calling and texting, and I'm trying to this and here and there.
good, you good. You
Okay.
good. Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Okay, so yeah, you are right, brother. Not everybody quick to get back, brother. That's real. If you can hear me, brother, you're gonna have to go out and come back in, brother. And because your screen is completely frozen. We can't hear you or see you. And tune time, if you're watching, just use the same link, sister, and come back in. So
I'm at my destination. Do you see me? Am I bright enough?
Yeah. Well, get a little brighter. Get a little brighter.
Yeah, we can still see you, but it's not like that.
All right, yeah. Don't be doing all that now. Don't do all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be doing
I have
not that kind of channel. So,
Be quiet, J-Mo.
Yeah. No, that's me talking. That's me talking. No, that's.
I know. I'm telling you, both of y'all, be quiet.
No, okay. Well, I can't be quiet. I have to. This is my show. I have to talk. So it's it's a difference. But so when we're dealing with mental health, mental health is a very serious condition. I have, I have a daughter, what I'm saying, that's dealing with mental health. Okay. And of course, I get my counseling. I get my counseling as well. And man, and I think that it's important for us all to be able to recognize. Hold on a second, brother. Don't say nothing, brother. Hold on a second. I think it's important for us to recognize that we do need, brother Asriel. Go back out, brother, and come back in, brother, because you're frozen. I think it's important for us to recognize that we do need a certain sort of counseling for for certain conditions that that people have or that our children have. You know what I mean? So and we ought to take these type of things very, very seriously. We can't push it aside because they have the issue, and they're dealing with it, and their perceivement and perception of everything is not going to be always acceptable, and and that's unfortunately that's what we have to deal with as far as our children having a mental health problem, or other adults that we may know that have a mental health issue. So would anyone like to come back on off of that?
Just be mindful of the family members that you have, the friends that you have. If you see they have mental health issues, just have their back. Just be with them. That's it. They just need someone to talk to, someone to have them, someone to that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, pretty much have their back. because it's hard. It really is. It truly is.
Yeah. Um, as I mentioned earlier, there are people in my family that have mental health issues. And sometimes it's very hard to communicate with them on a rational level. Not everybody has the wherewithal to endure that type of mental pressure when you're on the other side of that fence, meaning that you're trying your best to help this person, but there are people out there that have mental health issues that will fight against what you're trying to do. There's people out there that, and I hate to say that, like they have mental health issues, but they don't want to accept the fact that they have mental health issues. They'll say, "I ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm good. You're the crazy one." I've had people come around and say that, and I'm like, if I'm crazy and I'm making more sense than you and you're in this situation, then really, who's the crazy one? If I'm making more sense out of the situation that you're in than you are, that makes no sense at all. You have to be also, as I mentioned, when I say you have to be sensitive, also, you have to be stern. You have to be able to be direct and tell them exactly what the issue is, how you feel about it. You cannot coddle around it because at the same time, what you're doing, in a sense, will be enabling. You'll be enabling their mental health by just sitting there allowing it to happen or making excuses for it. Seek help for them, or, and I hate to say it like this too, there are some situations where you just have to walk away and let them handle it on their own. Some things are, too much for some people to bear. So just make sure that if, for those who out there that listen, if you're in a situation where you're in a relationship with someone and it
Can't be a
becomes
part of
way
this
too
today.
overbearing, then learn discernment. And at that point,
Okay, I see reds. I don't know if you all can hear me.
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
I hear you as. I hear you as. I hear you
You
as.
can't,
I hear you.
you can't hear me and see me? I can hear you and see you. Oh, now you're frozen.
Yeah, he's frozen now.
Oh, frozen. Okay. All right. But
Keep going, brother. Keep going, brother. Keep going.
it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, when you're in a relationship with them, just learn that you can only do but so much. You're human yourself. You can't be a superhero. As much as you would love to be, I don't know whether you have your superhero outfit under your clothes, but I don't have my superhero outfit under mine. All I have is my underwear, and that's it. So, meaning that I'm human. I can only do but so much. I can only talk but so much. And then at
So
a
my
certain,
brother's being funny.
you have to, you have to learn just to let go and let people find their own path. It's okay to love someone from a distance. Sometimes it's healthy, and most times it's necessary, especially with family members. With loved ones and relationships, yes, it can be touchy too, but I would say more in the case of family members and people that you're really attached to, and you help them and they don't want to acknowledge, or they just, fight you away, and uh, at that point, what more can you do?
True. What more can you do? Once again, if you'd like to be a guest on the show, y'all can get in contact with me through my email, tonyreal0044 at gmail.com. And we'll schedule your live screening or your phone screening. Not everybody gets past the screening. There have been a few people that has not gotten past the screening and are still to this day upset with me and sending me all kinds of insulting emails and text messages. because I decided not to have them on the show. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's type shit that's been going on, J-Mo. That's type shit that's been going on. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I've gotten cursed out. I've been, some guy said he was going to whoop my ass. I mean, it's all kinds of shit. But because, you just weren't what I was looking for. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you can't get mad because I decided not to put you on the show. You know what I'm saying? So, I told him, I said, hey, man, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I'll be waiting for that ass whooping. So, oh, yeah, he got mad. He really got mad then. Our brother Ash is trying to get in here, y'all. I know he is. So, also, download the Bigo app, man, and follow Brother J-Mo, the God, Azrael, Yehuda Bay, and Mama Reds, and Miss Toon Time. Make sure y'all do that, man. Download the app and follow all of us. It's your boy Tony Real the God as well. I don't know what Toon Time went. She went out, and I guess she just decided not to come back in. But I sure do appreciate you, Toon Time, for being a part of the panel and gifting us with your presence. All right. So whatever, ain't no telling somebody came up with something like that, because I don't want y'all asking me, hey, what Toon Time go? Where she go? Hey, people got lives, man. You know what I'm saying? She might have had to chime out for a reason. So appreciate you for coming, sister. And the brother Ash is trying to get in, all this bad connections and stuff. Everything is just messed up, man. Connection. That's the government doing this shit. Fuck it. I said, Jay. That's the government.
They got it rigged, man. They watching us, man.
Hell yeah, man.
When you spit out good truth,
yes.
good real stuff, positive things, people cannot look. Even myself going off.
Yeah,
even
man.
myself going off in here. When you speaking out positive truth, I guess it's just like hard for people to take.
Yeah, it happens, man. So, and also, man, if anyone would like to donate to the channel, support the channel, donate today, hashtag Big Tony Main. All right. It's up to you. If you fuck with your boy like that, donate to the channel today, hashtag Big Tony Main. All right. And I do appreciate all the recent donations. Appreciate that. That went straight to the YouTube account. And I actually have a bank account that's called YouTube. I know that sounds weird as fuck, y'all, but I actually have a bank account that's called YouTube. And they say, hey, well, what's the name you want to put on the account? I said YouTube. They was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. Shit. The hell? That's the business account. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, fuck all that other bullshit. Now, but you just take my advice. If you're building a brand and you're doing this type of stuff here, or you have a company, you're advertising something, you're trying to get something off the ground. Hey, man, get you an account for that particular company or that brand, that business, whatever you're going to do, and build from there. You know what I'm saying? So don't be sitting there and be like, damn, I should have started an account for the company, because now you can't pay the bills for the company. You can't keep the company going. You should have started an account for it. Don't use your personal account. No, create an account for your business, man. Smart people do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So do that. But yeah, any donation is fine, y'all. Thank you. All right, if y'all want to do that. All right. Also follow Natalie's Home Cooked Meals on Facebook. Make sure y'all do that. Get your plate. She better bring my plate. But get your plate, get your food up, watch some videos. All right. And make sure y'all go to also Sister Toon Time's YouTube channel, Sandra Griggs, and subscribe and click on your bell, turn on your bell notifications. All right. And Brother J-Mo, you got anything recent that you may have gotten into, brother, that you like to promote?
Nah. I just want to tell people to come follow me on Bigo, J-Mo the God, Cash App, JMO BAGOD. I don't know. Like I said, just come on, download the app. The family's fine. Come on there. We have fun. We build. Like my brother Tony the Real the guy said, please leave your feelings at the door.
Please. Please. Because I'm gonna tell y'all right now, man. This is not. Look, man. I know y'all might feel like we off topic, but we're not. We're still on topic. It's just these are just some sidebar right here. Y'all know what a sidebar is. It's just the fact that you cannot come on that channel, okay, you know what I'm saying, and thinking, you know, what on that platform, I'm sorry, and thinking you're gonna come in there all emotional and with your feelings. Okay, we adults in there. Ain't nobody got time to be hollering about, oh baby, let me rub your boo-boo. We ain't doing all that. When we coming in there, coming in there. Hold on a second, Red. When we coming, when you coming in there, we're having real conversations. And don't worry about it if you don't know what we're talking about. We'll tell you. Shit, if I don't know what I'm talking about, or if I don't know what's being said, shit, I'll ask Jimmy, okay, hold on. What we talking about, Jimmy? Because I don't know what you I'll do it. Shit, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but don't have your feelings on your shoulders. I see you down there, Miss Leroy. You tell me I'm ready.
When you say leave your feelings at the door, look here. When you walk into Big O, right?
Yeah.
This is what I'm gonna say. This is what this gifter gonna say. You're gonna go ahead and wipe your feet off, right?
Yeah.
It's just like when you walk into somebody's house, anybody's house. You wipe your feet off, and don't forget, when you wipe your feet off, always come in there with a gift. You can't come in empty-handed. You cannot come in empty-handed.
Oh yeah, and don't be expecting to get gifted just because you on the panel. You know, look here. If you look at, put it like this here, what I've noticed, you know what I'm saying, whether you're on my panel or J Mo's panel or Toontype panel, this is what I've noticed. You know what I'm saying? And we all do this. All three of us do this shit. If you're on the panel long enough and you're holding the conversation down, you know what I'm saying, we'll treat you to a gift. We're not just gonna just give you our shit.
Yeah, ain't no issue. Not at all.
We're not just gonna give you our shit, you know.
And you might have somebody on the sidebar conversation, like me. On Bigo, on that part. We bless you. It's all about love.
Yeah.
All about love. It's all about love. It's what we do.
You're right. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and continue, and we'll go ahead and go ahead and give a few more remarks about mental health. You know, I really wish we could get everybody in here. Brother Azrael, as you can see, he's trying to get back in here. I hate to, go leave the show, and he's trying to, so as y'all can see, we're having technical difficulties. First it was me, and now, you know, it's Brother Azrael, and then I don't know if Sister Toontype might have had an issue because she hasn't even came back. So I don't know. So we're gonna continue. We're gonna go ahead and have a few more remarks, and then I'll let Miss Leroy, if you're still watching, Miss Leroy, I'll let you up so you can come up here and holler at us about your opinion and what you think about mental health. So stand by, Miss Leroy. Stand by. All right. So what I want to say, as far as my, closing remarks on mental health is, let's be courteous and let's be respectful to those who have mental illnesses. Okay, sometimes I know it may scare you, it may make you nervous, it may make you not want to be around that person. You know what I'm saying? That's understandable. It's understandable as well. You know, but let's have respect for that person. Okay, you know, I'm not saying you got to take all that bullshit, because sometimes you got to put a mentally imbalanced person in their place. Sometimes you do, because it's not like they don't know what the hell they're doing. Sometimes you gotta let them know. You know what I'm saying? You know, right. So, but other than that, let's show respect and let's consider the fact that they are mentally ill. Okay, so respect the mentally ill people around you, man. All right. And also, like I said, if you gotta put them in their place, you know, do it politely. You know what I'm saying? But if you got to get it rubbed, then that means they didn't piss you off. They knew what they were doing, but they didn't give a damn. It's not like they don't know. So do what you got to do. But let's keep the respect. Okay? Remember, they are mentally ill. We all got some mentally unstableness. Okay? We all do. All right? But I'm pretty sure everybody here on this panel know how to control their shit. You know what I'm saying? But for those who can't control it, just consider that and be respectful, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and don't hurt them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because sometimes, you know, they just don't know what they're doing. So, you know, consider that information. All right. So that'll be my closing remarks on that. So, Sister Red, what's your closing remarks on mental health?
I had to hit the button. I'm sorry, sir. Just make sure if you guys are struggling and you are yearning for that extra support, just go to your local CSB, uh, talk to your local pastor, things like that, to be able to find out more information. But listen, your local CSB is a community service. CSB is community service board, pretty much. Um, Everyone should have that in their town, and they can be able to help you out. If not, it's 2-on-1. And I'm done.
Okay, brother J Mo.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, the thing about mental health, it's a very complex thing. You're dealing with the human mind. It's very complex. You would think that after all these years.
Hold on a second, Mo. Hold on a second before you finish it. Okay, Sister Tune Time, if you're still watching, I got your message, sister. But sister, I just want to give you some advice. It's always good to give me or whoever heads up, because I did not know how much time you actually had to be on the show. So I wish you could have, told that to me. You could have related that to me. That way I would have known, because I had thought you might have had a connection issue. But, now that I know you didn't, you just popped out. So look, sister, you got to talk to me. You got to communicate, because I didn't know all you had was an hour. If I'd have known that, I'd have been like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? And I didn't even get to show you out properly. You just left. You know what I'm saying? So sister, I don't work like that. You got to communicate with me. So if you're still watching, hit me up later and we can talk about that. We can talk about this, because I don't get down like this. All right. So hit me up, sister. Go ahead, brother J Mo.
Yeah. Listen, dealing with it is very complex. Depending on the person, it may take a few conversations to get through to them. Other times, you may never, no matter what you say, ever get through to them. And you're not a professional. I don't know. I mean, the only way I could see that really working out that way, and I've never really heard of this, was if a mental patient got with someone that was a licensed psychologist. Not a psychiatrist, but a psychologist. There's a difference. Psychiatrists give out medication. Psychologists are the ones that you sit on a chair and, they take the notes and shit and listen to you while you get. So, yeah, you're not, unless you're a licensed psychologist, chances are you're not going to be equipped to deal with those issues and be able to identify with them. The only thing you could do is make your best assessment. And then also, too, there are people out there that are crazy, right? And I hate to use that word, but I'm just using it in the colloquial sense, meaning that, okay, you're crazy, but you'll be with somebody that's also crazy. So you'll think that two crazy people together will be a perfect match. But that's nothing but a recipe for disaster. You cannot be with someone that has mental health issues and you have mental health issues as well. I'm not saying that it can't work. I'm saying that the chances of that working are astronomically low. And all you're going to do is wind up damaging and causing more damage than being productive in that situation. So.
That is true. That is so true. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you, brother, your responses are always, always powerful, brother. I recognize, see, and this is what I tell people, man. I always recognize, you know what I'm saying, when someone's talking to me or when someone's telling me something or breaking something down. I recognize when there's power in when you speak. I recognize that. You know what I mean? And I recognize that you're knowledgeable of things that many people may think you're not. But it's because they're not hearing the message. They're not hearing the information. You know what I mean? Everybody hears what they want to hear these days. Everybody hear how they want to hear. Oh, well, I don't know what he's talking about. Well, I'm pretty sure he do. I mean, because if he didn't, he wouldn't be on this show. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean? And I've actually tried to get you to come, back to the panels, man, on Bigo, man. I was like, I see, you came through, I think it was a couple times.
Oh, you talking about your panel?
Yeah,
You
my
talking
panel.
about
Yeah,
okay.
mine.
Right.
Yeah, I've been trying to get you to come back.
Okay,
You know
well,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I'll come through. I just don't know what time you really go live like that. Like I don't.
Well, we'll see. Well, actually, I saw you come through a few times, but you had left. I guess you didn't feel the topic or something. I don't know.
He has so many hours.
So, but
Yeah, I just
when
you had hours to do. That was it. That's all I seen. Like,
I had host hours, all that stuff like that. But usually, usually what I do is I still have a panel, or during my host hours, and plus I'll go over those hours. Especially if the panel going good, I'll go over that shit. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
So,
well, just let me know. Yeah, I'll come through. I ain't got no issue with that. You always come through my panel.
So and I'd be like, because I know one panel I did want you on. And it was dealing with Brother Azrael still trying to come in, man. That's some dedication. Say, Brother Azrael, shout out to Brother Azrael, man. Shout out to motherfucking Azrael, man. Yo, say Azrael fucks with. Hey, Azrael fucks with us, man. Azrael fucks with us, man. Shout out,
y'all know. Look, like
I didn't text him and told him I don't worry about it. He still trying to come in. He ain't trying to. Yeah, I'm talking about. Shout out.
Brother Az had some content last night, and I fell asleep. I wake up at 7:00, and he's still rocking. I wake up at 9:00, and brother's still rocking.
Man. Hey,
oh my
God. Got the type. Look here, man.
Oh my God, brother!
That brother
is
has
like
the
amazing.
type of. Listen to me, sister. That brother has a type of energy not of this world, man. I don't know where he gets it from.
Astronomical. And you know what, J-Mo? Stop stealing my word. You know that's my word.
Well, okay. So, Miss Leroy, if you are still there, I'm going to put the link. I hope y'all ready for this. Put the link in the chat, and you can go ahead and come up and join the panel and ask some questions. If you got any questions for any of us. So I'm going to put the link in the chat. And you know what? And you know what? I actually heard somebody actually told me, why come everybody gotta ask the guest questions? Why come nobody get to ask you questions, Tony? I said, I'll take questions. I said, but this is, these are questions that I would rather my guests, get questions than me. I mean, I'm the director. I'm running the show. I mean, I didn't think I needed to answer any questions. I said, but I'll take questions. So I'm like, well, so okay, I'm fine. Then hey, whoever come up, okay, Miss, ask me some questions too, since that's what y'all want to see. Getting emails about you don't never let nobody ask you no questions. I'm like, all right, well, fine, I'll take questions. All right, does that make y'all feel better? Shit, god damn, man. All right, Miss Leroy, what's going? How you doing, Miss Leroy? What's going on?
Number life and blessings.
Number life and blessings, huh? Hallelujah. Yeah. Praise the Lord.
How you doing, Queen? How you doing, Queen? How you doing, Queen?
How you doing? How you doing, Miss Red?
I don't give a damn.
Hey,
Look, Mama, I didn't see you before. I didn't see you on this panel so many times.
Yes, you have. Now, look at Miss She want to come on so she can show her nice little. What you got going on with the hair?
Don't worry about it. I don't like doing my own hair, but I got something on it. Shit, take too long.
All right, well, you are up here now, Miss Leroy. You were out in the comments like, oh, I need to be up there. So I wish I could have had you up here. I really wish I could have had you up here with a full panel, but I wanted to wait till after the show. So we are at the end of the show, and I like to take this time to actually have guests come up and talk to the panel and everyone else. I really wish everybody could have been on here when you decided to come up, but you get Miss Red and you get J-Mo the God. You're already familiar with J-Mo. I know you've seen Red. You seen her on the last show, right? You seen her? Did you see the show that I did with Red, Miss Red?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so go ahead with your questions, Miss Leroy.
Oh, hey, J-Mo.
How you doing? How you doing, sweetheart?
All right. Hey, what's going on, Tony? He didn't hear me? Oh, okay. J-Mo, when you said that when you have mental problems, go to not the psychiatrist, but the other person.
Yes,
I know someone that tried that, but that didn't help. They didn't help.
so it's not a science. It's not guaranteed. That's why I said the human mind is a very complex thing. Some people cannot get out of that. Some people that suffer from mental issues is much medication. There's no amount of medication. There's no such thing as a magic pill.
Right.
First, so as far as the psychiatry part of it goes, that's hit or miss. It's psychology, meaning what I said earlier. The ones that when you lay down on the bed on the couch and the guy take notes, whatever. All they're
Hmm.
doing is pretty much giving their assessment on what they feel as though your mental status is.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question. Can I hear it again, please? Because I got distracted and then my phone started ringing. So can you go ahead, Ms. Leroy, again with the question so I can be on
Um,
track?
I was telling JMO that the information that he was giving about not the psychiatrist, but the the
Psychology.
other, yeah, the psychiatrist. He I know somebody that tried that, and I was telling him that it didn't help. It didn't work for them.
Yeah, and I was telling her that there's no guarantee. Like I said, there's no magic pill. There's
Right.
no specific doctor that you can go to that's going to be able to properly diagnose you and give you the correct medication. All it is, it's a hit or miss. That's why they call it a practice. That's why doctors have what's called practice. But that's all they're doing is practicing. It's not perfect.
Right.
So all they can do is give their assessment, and a lot of times it's
Right.
accurate.
Right, brother, right.
Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you may need to go to multiple doctors to find out exactly what's wrong with you.
Right.
So that way they can make a proper assessment. So just because your friend or whatever went to this one doctor doesn't necessarily mean that they don't have what they have. Maybe they just need to see, maybe they just need to get a second opinion or a third opinion.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
How many
So,
opinions?
And then I
right.
was listening on the.
So Ms. Leroy, so
Then I
you
was listening
said
on the
you were
panel.
saying hold on a second, Ms. Leroy, because you were saying in the comments that you should be a part of this panel. So I took that as you may have your own assessment on what you feel mental health generally is. So why don't you speak on that?
I was listening to the panel, and it was saying they were saying like they feel that some of the mental health comes from home, family. It's true.
Mm.
But the only part that I did not hear is from the family is from that sometimes it comes from incest.
Mm. Yeah.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes from incest, it's worse than what it is. And when you get it from home biologically, the incest is worse for the mental he or she doesn't matter than it is with from a family member of the mother or the father of the putting down talking about that's the worst one.
Okay, that is that's just fucked up. So you know, I really do try to keep my composure sometimes, y'all, but sometimes my responses are just, man, hey, I just got to be real, man. Like that is really fucked up.
Yep.
And for anyone out there that's watching that actually is doing whatever the fuck, this type of shit, I'm gonna tell you right now, you need to separate. You and that other, y'all need to just separate. Just don't do that shit. Now, then I already know. This is what I do know. Because see, a lot of y'all like to run to the damn religion and shit, and stuff that the culture and this is what we do is our religion. This is okay. So of course the world had to multiply at some point. At some point, what I'm saying, families had to do what they had to do in order to multiply the world. Okay. But at some point, we got to start thinking that, okay, hey, maybe there are different bloodlines on this motherfucking planet that are not relating us together. You know what I'm saying? So we may not know now because it's been so long. We didn't lost track of this shit. But, but people that actually do their research actually know. Okay. So, but let's not be looking at our family members like they are a Snickers bar and steak hamburger. Let's not do that. That's just no. We're not gonna do that. Okay. I want to look at that bitch with that fat ass that I ain't never seen before. All right, and that I don't know. I want to look at that fat ass and that nice rack that she got. You know what I'm saying? And she looked good and she smelled good too. You know what I'm saying? So hey, that's what I want to look at. I ain't trying to look at my sister or my cousin, that sick ass shit. I want to look at that bitch over there.
but Tony, somebody called my phone. I'm not gonna answer.
Okay.
Yeah,
Some mental people come from head injury, physically and mentally, physical abuse of head trauma. It can be from a parent, a friend, an outsider, a schoolmate, or anywhere, and those are the worst ones too. But nowadays people don't look at it in that perspective. They just look at it that, oh, okay, you just trying to do this, do that. But all in all, when you put it all together, that person does have a mental problem. A mental problem is an unsteady, unbalanced cell inside your brain, especially when you've been traumatized or hit with something, or battered or abused, or
you said it's a mental.
Beat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Miss Leroy. So you said it's a imbalanced cell that's in your brain. Do you mean like particularly one cell? I mean, wouldn't you say you mean maybe one side of your brain?
I can't hear you. Let me go out and come back in.
Okay.
Let me go out and come back in.
Okay.
So she doesn't. So she doesn't actually know. If she doesn't actually know, when you get hit in the head, right? Mentally.
Time trying to come back in. Okay, sister. Come
so
on
mentally, when you get hit in the head a lot, it disembalances the frontal lobe. That's that part in your mind of quick thinking. Don't stop. Don't do it. That's that part.
What I was saying was, when those kind of things happen, people don't take that into consideration nowadays. Some people are born with mental problems. Some people abuse their pregnancy when they're pregnant. The child comes out with mental problems or defective problems.
Well, no, Ms. Leroy, what I was saying was that you said that some people have an imbalanced cell in the brain, and and we know that there are many cells in the brain. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Especially when we got the vertebrae, we got we got the right and left side of the brain. We have the brain tissue, we have the muscle. The brain is a collective of all sorts of things that's pertaining to cells. So let's just say that one side of the brain may be unstable.
No, what I meant by that, from head trauma, from someone hitting them in the head with something. And then, if mental health nowadays is, I worked in that kind of stuff for years. Mental health is a very, 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 very serious matter. And it's a strong word to put out. But if you put that word out, but you have to make sure you have the right paperwork and the right information to give, to make sure that people understand that you do have a mental problem. But nowadays they don't do that. They just go off and say that they do. Because let's say this. A guy went to jail, and they said he had a mental problem. He was this, he was that. But when they did this and said that he had a mental problem, Tony, they had no proof, no record, no nothing, no back paperwork, no year back, no nothing. So they took that person and said that he didn't have it. So once they did this and said those words to him and to his lawyer and to the judge or whoever, DA, whatever, that person ended up going to jail and committing suicide. So when the family tried to tell them that they did have paperwork, nobody listened. It's like they were saying they were just hollering wolf. But that is a very, very, very serious thing. But some people just don't look at it that way. They don't take it into consideration.
Okay, so Ms. Leroy, so you're talking about something that's pretty much happening to someone personally, I'm saying, and that's probably been, and that you're saying that they had some sort of I see
Oh
you,
shit.
brother. That's real. Someone that had some sort of
Hey, Israel.
diagnosis, and
That's
that was a
cool.
false diagnosis. You know what I'm saying? So when you're dealing with false diagnosis, saying in that frame, you know what I mean? That is something that's going on systematically that we just cannot control. Okay.
No, they had the
So,
proof. They just did not want to put it out on the table. You understand?
so they had the proof that he was a mentally ill individual.
The right, the family members
Okay.
did, but they did not want to put it inside the courtroom in the paperwork.
Okay. Well, I could have sworn I heard you say that that he had that he was in some sort of legal issue, and they didn't saying, and they said that he had a mental issue, and but they
Mm-hmm.
but saying but it wasn't true. I thought I heard you say that. I mean, you were kind of cutting out as you were talking, so if I mistakenly heard you, my apologies.
It's okay.
Yeah. So you said that they wouldn't put it out. They wouldn't tell the courts that this young man had been mentally ill.
No,
Okay.
they wouldn't
So,
accept. The DA didn't want to accept the paperwork from the family when they tried to explain it to them.
right. Okay. So, but then, we have a lot of cases like that. We do. We have a lot of cases like that. And I'm sure everybody here can agree that there are a lot of cases where they will not present information that they need to present to the judge in order to show leniency or mercy to that person in the court. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's on reason, sometimes it's about race, and sometimes it's because they just don't like a certain individual. Like, they're not always going by law and generally, y'all. They're not always, sometimes they're going off their personal feelings, how they feel about an individual and what kind of information they've read about that individual. You know what I'm saying? But as far as mental health is concerned, mental issues, that should always be considered in court, out of court, whatever in the world. All right. But
Yeah,
this also
because
proves
it's a
that,
serious matter.
right. But that also proves that it does not even matter if you have a mental health condition. You will get
Yeah.
stepped on, walked all over, dogged, and treated like garbage. So it
Yeah.
doesn't even matter. All right. So this just goes to show how serious it is and how it's not being considered when it really matters. So, Brother Azrael, go ahead and give your closing remarks on mental health, brother. Can you hear us? Okay, Sister Red didn't left out. Can you hear us, Azrael? Can you hear us, Azrael? Okay, I don't know what he's doing. I guess he can see us, he can hear us. I don't know. Brother Azrael.
Yeah, you can't hear. We can't hear you, man.
Yeah, oh, okay. So you didn't went out now. All right. I don't know what happened to Sister Red. I guess she's ready. Okay, Tune Time is trying to come back in. Okay. So he left out again. All right. So I don't know if you're trying to come back in, Tune Time. I do see you right there. I can add you, but you're not. Oh, Brother J-Mo, he gone now. Okay. So I don't know. Tonight is just one of those nights, man, where everybody is chiming out or knocking down. Okay. All right. There's Brother J-Mo. He's back. All right. So anything else you would like to say, Brother J-Mo, before we get out of here? I don't know what happened to Red, but she just chimed out. So I'm pretty sure she'll, I guess, text me later. Whatever Okay, you're in the box. Okay, brother. All right. Okay, Brother Azrael. Okay. Go ahead, Brother J-Mo.
Okay. I guess I'll end off with this. If you have any loved ones that have mental health issues, whether they're family, friends, associates, co-workers, make sure you encourage them to seek help.
Mm-hmm.
Make them understand that there's no guarantee that whatever that they're going through, that they'll be able to get over it. All you could do is be as supportive as you can, and help them along the way. And for those who can recover from mental health issues, depending on the level, then by all means, like that's a beautiful thing. For those who can't, make sure that you have the discernment to know to step away before it becomes toxic to you. Don't let anyone's problems become your problems. Because when you take on someone else's problems or along with yours, that now absolves them. And when you're dealing with mental health, some people, they have a tendency to learn how to manipulate. They can manipulate the situation and use that to their advantage. So that's all I have to say with that. Be careful. Make sure you approach them with love and sensitivity, and always try to be aware of whatever it is that's going on, and pay attention. Pay attention, be perceptive, and make sure that you always let them know that they're not alone. That's the key thing. Be supportive.
So true. So true.
Okay, okay. So I wanna say this real quick. Okay. Now you know what? I don't know. Maybe I've just been being too nice or something. Let me say this real quick. This is just a quick sidebar. All right. So this is J-Mo and Brother Azrael. Y'all know how I run my YouTube panel. Y'all know how I do it. I don't run it like Bigo. You know what I'm saying? When you come on here, you need to be here. You know what I'm saying? And you need to be here to the end. Or if you can't be here to the end, you got to talk to me. Communicate with me. This is not Bigo where you can cam up, cam down, hop in, hop out. We don't do that. We don't do that here on this show. All right. All right. And this is not to be rude. This is not to disrespect you. But, you know, I got a number of love, you know, for you, you know, saying for anybody that would love to come to the show. But this is a show. This is not a pop up, pop out type of. No, we don't do that. That's not how I run my show. That's not how, you know, the audience that watches my show. That's not how they view it. That's not how they see it. You don't see me, you know, in J-Mo and Azrael, Sister Divinity, you know, Brother Papa. You don't see us popping in, popping out when we're ready to come back in to, you know, the talk. No, this is a show. This is actually a show. This is not Bigo. Okay, I don't run that type of camp over here. All right. Now, if you're going to be a part of the show, be a part of the show. But do not come here thinking that you're going to treat this platform like Bigo, Facebook, Instagram, or any other goddamn platform that you deem to be in and out of. I will not tolerate that shit from you, from anyone. Okay? I just got to set these grounds real quick. All right? And I know I'm not talking directly, I'm talking indirectly, but I'm sure you know who you are. All right? I don't run this type of camp here on my show. All right? You can do it all day on Bigo. You can do it all day on Instagram, Facebook, whatever else you do that shit. But you would not come here and do that. And if you have a problem with that, then don't bring your ass back here. And that's all I got to say about that. So Sister Leroy, do you have anything you'd like to say to add to the topic, mental health?
No, no, Tony.
Oh, okay.
Tony, you got down for real with the words, huh?
Well, you know, is
I already know how you get back your shows,
and they think that they can just do whatever they want, you know, on my platform, and that's not how I run my platform. J-Mo knows how I run my platform. Azrael knows how I run my platform. You got to be stationary. You need to be up and ready to do the whole damn show. This is not back and forth. I'm a go and I'm a come back. You will not do that. You will not do that here. Okay. So, you know, this is a civilized professional show. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to, like I said, this is not to be rude or disrespectful, but I got to set some ground rules. I got to show you how I do this. All right. You know, and at the end of the day, you know, I'm a professional. J-Mo is a professional. We all are professionals. And we do this, man. We speak. We do this, you know. So how I run my shit is how I run my shit. How you run your shit, that's how you run your shit. But when it comes to my shit, you're going to have respect for it. If you don't like it, stay your ass home. Don't come here. Okay. So, all right. So, and also make sure communicate. Let me know. Like J Mo tell me, well, I can't stay long, brother, but I'll come up for about 20, 30 minutes. Cool. Thank you for telling me that shit. Cause you like you come on, you just pop the what the fuck? Don't they know we fucking live?
Yeah.
And then no. I can't.
It's unprofessional.
Unprofessional. But it's nothing but love at the end of the day. Okay, I just gotta set these grounds. Okay, all right. So, does anyone else have anything they want to add? Well, we'll go ahead and get out of here, and I'm gonna go ahead with my closing remarks.
I'll go, brother. Go ahead. Where you take the floor.
All right. So I'm gonna close out real quick. So all right, y'all. So with my closing remarks, I will say this: mental health is a serious condition. Please be respectful to those that have a mentally ill imbalance. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be mind, mind, because that's all we can say is the mind. All right. Seek help, seek support, family, friends, or whoever may be in some sort of need or some sort of mentally ill state. All right. So let's always consider this. All right. The courts may not consider everything. Police may not consider everything. Your family or friends may not consider everything. But let's consider mental health. Let's consider that, because a lot of us out here are mentally fucked up. All right. So, and we do deserve to be respected at the same time. But don't be having a mental imbalance and you know what you're doing and you out here doing crazy shit and you know what you're doing and you just thinking you ain't gonna suffer the consequences. No. Seek help if you need the help, but don't act on the bullshit. All right. So let's make sure that we got, let's make sure that we're informed, okay, on mental health and how it can affect us. Seek support. Get family support, friend support. All right. There are community centers, you know what I mean? There are health centers, you know what I mean? Get you a shrink or a counselor, get counseling. There are ways to help you control whatever mentally imbalance that you have or someone else has. So please respect and consider mental health imbalance. All right. So, Brother J Mo and Sister Leroy, it's always a pleasure to have you, Sister Leroy. I've got to do a run back show so Sister Leroy could have her chance to come in with his brother, and speak on that shit, man. Like that, because it seemed like the sister got, more, more to offer on this topic than, than most. So I would love to. Brother Jimmy, would you be down to coming back and doing a show with Sister Leroy so we can touch back on this?
Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Oh, yeah, of course. Brother Asriel, hopefully we can have you come back with Sister Leroy and we'll get tune time. We'll get Sister Red if she's available. We'll try to get Sister Divinity. It's always a joy to have Sister Divinity. She's a very powerful speaker as well, And so if there's nothing else, man, we're going to get out of here. Oh, wait, one more thing. Y'all know I got to do it. If you'd like to be a guest now, okay, hit me up. TonyReal0044@gmail.com for a live screen or a phone screening, all right? Not everybody gets past the screening, but hey, it is what it is, all right? Please download the Bigo app, all right? Download the Bigo app and follow Sister Tune Time, J-Mo the God, Azrael, Yehuda Bay, and also Mama Reds. And your boy, Tony Real the God. Follow all us on the panel if you want to come to the panel, and get it in with us on the conversation on the topics. I'm going to tell you now, we told you before, do not bring your feelings to the goddamn table, because I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to consider it, but then after we consider how you feel, now it's time to play ball, okay? Now, y'all probably thinking like, well, what you mean by that? Well, we're going to respect the fact of how you feel. We're going to respect your feelings. But now we're going to take this piece of paper right here. See, this is some tissue right here. See, this is your feelings right here. We're going to consider it. All right. Now we're going to do this. Now it's time to talk real shit. That's what we're going to fucking do. Okay? So don't come in there thinking we're just going to be like, oh, baby. No, we ain't doing that. No, we ain't doing that. We have real conversations. Okay? I know on my panel on Bigo, sometimes, yes, I can be merciful. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between me and J-Mo. He ain't merciful like me. I just gotta be honest. Mo is not merciful like that, y'all. From the Tony to God panel, I'm a little merciful, okay? But I know I can be just like Mo and be just unmerciful. But if you want to live mercy, you can come to Tony Ritter God panel.
I don't know nothing about no bingo.
You know,
what is it, bingo or bago?
Yeah, it's
No,
bingo.
it's bingo. But if
I'm not down, I ain't never downloaded that. I might try it one day. I don't know.
Yeah, well, if you can, no, Ms. Leroy, you don't need to be on there. You two are too much of a classy woman. Stay off of that. Anyway,
I'm not on there.
Yeah, don't be going on there. You know what I'm saying? This bingo is for me and J-Mo. We trying to reach people right now, and we gotta fuck them up. We gotta fuck them up.
Oh, okay.
But like I said,
I ain't gonna put it on my phone.
I give you a little mercy. I give you a little mercy, but I ain't gonna give you a lot. But J-Mo ain't gonna give you no mercy at all. I'm telling you right now. Don't come in here on that shit. Because if J-Mo sees some holes in your shit, he gonna call you on it in front of everybody.
Each and every time. I won't stop.
Don't come in there with that shit. Yes. You know what I mean? Even if you come to my panel, if I see some holes, oh hell no. Hold on. You said, see? See? So y'all, and look, and we like this in person too. I'm pretty sure I can vouch for both of us like this. I like this in person too. Okay, so this is just internet. We are real people. We like this in person too. Y'all better probably be ready to fight us by the time we're done breaking your ass up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, man. That's life. All right. So also, man, if you like to donate to the channel, man, hit me up, man, on that Cash App, man. Cash tag Big Tony Main to support the channel today. All right. $5, $10, $20. It won't hurt you. It won't hurt you or more. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying? That's just going toward the business account, toward the channel itself to keep this thing going, man. All right. It's up to you. All right. If you fuck with your boy like that. And don't forget to follow Natalie's Home Cooked Meals. All right. On Facebook. All right. Don't forget to do that. Also, if you would like to contact Sister Divinity on receiving her book, go ahead and hit up her email, Law of Attraction, d@gmail.com, and ask about her book, and she'll talk to you about that. And I gotta get in touch with Sister Divinity too. It's been a little minute. Okay, I see y'all right there in the comments, Azrael and Sandra and Tune Time. I trust me, I read it all. I got you. So if there's nothing else, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. So
all right, see y'all later.
All right, I see you, Sister Leroy. Thank you for coming, sister. Thank you for coming.
Bye, J-Mo.
Have a good one. So yeah, brother J-Mo, you can stick around if you want, because I want to actually get Brother Azrael back in here so I can talk to y'all about moving forward with promoting, each other and the brand and all that. So you can stay here, brother, if you don't mind.
I got a couple minutes. Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I know everybody just heard that's watching, but hey, this is what I do, man. You gotta communicate with people, man. You know what I'm saying, that you're networking with. You just can't sit there and communicate blindly. All right, you expect them to read your fucking mind because they can't. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate everybody for coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all enjoying the show, man. We're going to do a run back on the show so we can have Miss Leroy. So we'll do a part 2 to mental health, and we'll have Miss Leroy join us on the panel, hopefully with Tune Time, Brother Azrael and J-Mo and Sister Red. All right. So, y'all, we are out. Remember what I say, respect mental health conditions with children and or adults. Don't disrespect them, not unless you feel like they need to be put in their place, because sometimes they do. But other than that, show some respect and consider the illness. All right. There are health centers. There are, there are community centers that will help you get help for your mentally ill child or mentally ill family member or friend. There are places to help. Okay. So, and we have much respect for mental health. All right. Me and this brother here on the screen. So we are out of here, y'all. That's all we got, family. Thank y'all for coming to the show. This your boy Tony Real, the God, man. We out.